back, everybody. Hope you all are doing good as the drivers start readying up, and off we go into the session. Here in USA, and it is full qualifying, so I've not done one of these for a long time. As usual, the RRC franchise do a lot of long qualifying, so Q1, Q2, Q3 shows should be very interesting to watch indeed. And it gives the drivers a different chance to go on whatever strategy they want in Q2, because it's short qualifying. People tend to qualify the softs because they want to get as much track position as they can. Then outside the top 10 they can start whatever tyres they want. But here in the long qualifying, it gives those drivers the opportunity to run a different tyre in Q2, then go on the softs for 2 attempts or 3 in Q3. That's the main procedure of the full qualifying. And this time I don't have my mic muted, just check, just in case. I never qualified for a Saturday League before, so it'd be interesting to see how this one goes, as I need to find a chat to put the stream in, and there it is, finally got it up. There we are then, into the qualifying session for Q1, Q2 and Q3. Hopefully there's some viewers will start joining in. Just waiting for the first arrival on the track. Who's going to go out the track first? As the drivers start firing up their engines, and we should be going away soon. Who's going to come out of the pit lane first? I can hear some cars firing up. There they are. We've got some cars coming out first. We've got Knight coming out of his garage. Ooh, the Alfa Romeo coming out first, so we'll go on board with him. Welcome to everybody to the stream. How are you all doing in the USA? Hope you all had an amazing day. I know we were stuck in quarantine, some of us have lockdown. And GeoFO Seb is the first one out of the track, so we'll look at him in the Alpha. And already the validation on his hour lap, so he's took way too much curb through those S section. Very difficult to get right. Track requires a lot of downforce in those corners. You also lose a lot the corners as well. You've got to take loads of speed through the corners. This is turn 10. Can't wait to see what his first flying lap's going to be like. In fact, is that a racing point ahead of us? Yeah, someone else out on track first, so we'll go on board with him. I always go on board with the first driver out, and that's AJ. So AJ driver is the first racing point driver out on there. So the whole part of RRC franchise, there's different leagues. There's a Monday night racing league, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday I think, and Friday. And I think they do Sunday as well for SRL. Then there's like a Wednesday league for all different 5 leagues. As he comes across the final corner, and he's going to start his flying lap time. So we'll go on board with him. On the main straight we go as he comes up into turn 1, up the top of the hill. And it's a late, it is a off-camera corner. So be careful of the traction of it. Exit of turn 1, nicely done as we come into turn 2. This is turn 2 here. Then hopefully he should get out of the way. Come on, Red Bull, needs to get out of the way. Oh my goodness me. Yeah, that's not good. That's, oh. Both drivers have retired, and that's rather, oh, that should have been avoided. That should not have happened whatsoever. So that Red Bull taking no awareness whatsoever of the drivers behind him. That is absolutely frustrating. That Red Bull should definitely get a penalty, because the racing point was expecting the Red Bull to get out of the way. So that Red Bull just in the middle of the track by its own business, but it's just ruined his lap time. Should not be doing that. So that's already a disappointing start of qualifying to both Appy and AJ. That incident should have been avoided. But anyways, we'll go on board with Seb then. That incident should be avoided, and AJ, his qualifying is rather ruined for him. 102.2 for Seb. It's all about traction at the exit of these corners. You can take a wide entry to straighten up the car and get on the power as quick as possible coming out of this corner. Now coming on the long right-hander, need to take it as tight as possible through there. Going on to the penultimate corner, take loads of curb on the entry, rest it out on the exit. Coming to the last corner, there's a bit of sun in the way, but that won't affect Seb as he comes across the line. And what lap time can he set? It's going to be a 32.6. Setting the initial pace in the Alfa Romeo. Let's see what his competitors can do as they're on their lap times. Who's the next one to cross the line? It is going to be Knight, as Knight goes up into second. Not a representative lap time, so made a mistake somewhere, but it is Q1, so plenty of lap times to be set. Devil's Nightmare, got a ball with him, and he's coming through the long right-hander. Needs to take it as tight as possible through there. Oh, what happened there? I was watching something else. What happened to him? I need to watch the stream. Oh, he went to the grass. He did not decide to turn in. Didn't know there's a corner there. He forgot to turn in. So as Original comes across the line, he's going to set a 32.7 for him. Yes, Will. How are you, mate? How wholehearted? How's it going? And Vale success as well. Dragon on Speed is the next one to cross the line, and let's see where the Haas driver can go at their home GP. It's going to be a 33.3 for him, and he's on the front row with his second row with his teammate. And there's more last time to be set. It is only Q1, I should remember that, because most leagues I commentate for are short qualified, and this is full qualified. There is Nathan. He comes round the final corner, and what lap time can he do in the Mercedes? Going to be a 33.0 on the second row of the grid. Het gaat goed. And you're in the pits, aren't you? So yeah. Where have you gone the last debt? Oh, Devil's Nightmare getting a bit. Oh, he's lost all of his for wing. Has Devil's Nightmare. It's only Q1, so plenty of time to set lap times. And we're on board with Leclerc. His GFO teammate is up in first place. Where can this Toro Rosso driver go as he comes up to turn 20? Take loads of curb on the entry. Rest it out on the exit. Taking a nice wide line through the final corner. Goes a bit wide, and it's going to be a 32.1, half a second quicker than Seb in second place. So Leclerc and Seb setting some good pace. Ah, it's fine, mate. Don't worry about it. Do your best. That's all we can ask for. Do your best. No stress, no pressure. Right, who else is there? Footy Dad coming towards the final corner in the Renault. Where can he go? And he's going to go up into 7th place, a 34.7 for him. Penguin's in 6th place. Dragon on Speed on his in-lap, I presume, or going for another lap. He's invalidated it. Yeah, always comes to the pits at the very last moment. You need to be careful not to hit the pitch entry there. Is the Seb going for another lap? Coming through the long right-hander. As he comes towards the penultimate corner, take loads of curb on the entry, rest it out the exit, use that curb on the exit, try not to go too wide to invalidate your lap time. As he comes through the final corner, get on the power, and where can he go? It's going to be a 32.4, so it is an improvement by him, but he's still a long way off of Leclerc, who's comfortably in first place. Who else we got there on track? Boss, has he just backed off? We've got some yellow flags somewhere, and that's turn 2. Go on board with Regan in the Renault then, as he comes up towards turn 9. Misses the apex. Now he's coming down into turn 10. Brake just before the 50 metre board. Get on the power as quick as possible. Going on to this long straight, possibilities for overtaking opportunities. Now I will put his ERS down to 4 because 4 gives you more power down the straight. 5 is where you get more power out of these corners, such as here. Oh, he's invalidated it, so he's took too much curb. You're supposed to take a lot of curb through there, but that's invalidated and he's took too much of that. Oh, we're going to go with Brabbit then, as he comes round the final corner. And he's going to set a 33.5, and he's gone up into 6th place. Boss is on another flying lap coming towards the end of Sector 1. Who else we've got out on track? We've got Regan, who's just invalidated his lap time. Williams on his flying lap at the moment. Seb is possibly on his end lap. He is running out of fuel, so he should be coming back to the pit soon. Right then, so I think it's where is he? There he is, the Dutchman in 17th place. William, 25.1 for the first sector as he ends sector 1. Want to ride these curbs. Lean it out on the exit of the turn 9. Heavy braking zone, just before the 50-metre board. Get on the power as quick as possible, straight up the car, and off he goes on the straight. Hi, hello Indigo, thank you for commentating tonight. You can do better, do whole lap. No. What I'm saying is, on the straight, go to number 4 on the straight because she gives more power down the straight. Then coming out of the corner is either wherever you are in the corners, it's going to be a 5 or 3. The purple for middle sector for William. So this lap looks on course to be the fastest then, if that's true, through the purple sector in the middle sector. It's easy to overheat your tyres through here. Going towards the penultimate corner. This has been a cautious lap for William. It's been a nice, smooth and consistent lap. We've got some drivers joining the session, which is Appy, who's just retired. Where can William go? In 3rd place. Not a bad lap time for the Williams driver. His first lap time, of course, on the board. So he's up into 3rd place. His teammates on an out lap. Who else is on a flying lap? We'll go on board with Knight though. We've got yellow flags to turn 1, so something's going on down there. Completely missed the apex. Has Knight, but straight up the car as much as he can and get on the power. The long right-hander, take a tight line through there. There's 3 cars bunched up together in the first sector, so what's going on there? Hopefully they're all on out laps, not blocking each other as we come towards the final corner. It does help, but you lose a lot of speed, and he goes up into 12th place, sorry. So let's read the comments. That's running out. With hot lap it doesn't. Energetics, but I know what I'm talking about. I always use 4 down the straight, trust me, it's more effective down the straight. Right, let's see what Devil's Nightmare does then. We talk about the ERS situation as he's coming onto the straight right now. He used 3 at the exits, put it up to 4, so yeah, look at that, he's put it up to 4 on the straight. 4 is much better on the straight, gives you the power you need. 5 is more like exits of the corner. Use 5 initially. Look at the slipstream he's got off that, who was that? That's William in the Williams. So nice slipstream from him. I didn't expect that to be in different teams. Purple through the middle sector, says the Devil Nightmare, but he hesitates on the entry to turn 12. So lose a bit of time through there. All about commitment through here. And there's a car ahead of him as well. He's going to go for his flying lap, or he's on one, or he's about to start one. Don't think he wants to get out of the way now. As we come up to turn 20. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Oh, he spun through the final corner. That's the second time he's lost his whole front wing. He got on the curb, lit up the rear tyres, lost traction and hit the wall. So he's under pressure here because he's not set a lap time and he's close to the knockout zone, and he'll probably get out of Ferrari's way as well, which he does. However, the 2 McLarens, are they in the lap? Yes, they are. There's Fisher's and there's Stringby. Both close together as well, both on their flying laps. So keep an eye on them as they end Sector 1. Purple for Fisher's in Sector 1. Evening, Tristan. I'm good, thank you. What about you? Yeah, no. Basically, yeah, you want to manage your ERS. So it's all about strategy of managing your ERS. Strategically, you need to save ERS. You can't put it in 4 and 5 for the whole time. So, for example, if you go through the S section, put it down to 3. Then the exit of turn 9, put it up to 5. Look at that, Fisher's put it down to 3. You can't use 4 and 5 for that the whole lap. Especially Belgium as well. Tracks like Baku, Belgium. It's all about managing ERS. I know it sounds silly for 1 lap, but look at that. He's put it down to 3 for like the whole of this section here. So he's put it down to 3. He'll put it up to 5 towards the end of the lap. Look at that, he's put it down to 3. So that's what I'm talking about. You can't use 4 and 5 throughout the whole lap because you will eventually run out of tracks. Some tracks you can, but some tracks like this you can't. And look at that, he's put it up to 5 to get a better exit coming out of the final corner. Bit more power at the final corner. And where can Fisher go? Up into 3rd place. What about his teammate? He's up into, where is he? 9th place. So one's in the 2nd row, one's in the 4th row. One's in the 32s and the other one's in the 33s. Who else is there on the flying lap time? Good to hear, good to hear. Hoping for an exciting race. Is Penguin on a lap? I think he is, yes he is. So we'll go on board with him, exiting turn 9 on top of the crest of the hill. And Footy Dad's gone up into 6th place. He's just crossed the line and he's up into the top 6. So people like Devil's Nightmare, Boss and Dairy are out of Q1. Nothing that AJ and Appy could do. So if you just tuned in, the reason why AJ and Appy out because AJ was on his flying lap. Then Appy came out of the pits. So the 5-place grid penalty for Fishers for illegal blocking. That's interesting. And he's blocking his teammate as well. Well, that's very interesting. So Fishers has just cost himself a 5-place grid penalty for blocking his own teammate. Wow. Was I aboard with Penguin? Yes, I was. As he comes through the right-hander, long right-hander, can easily overheat your tyres. Now, there's another factor of the soft tyres. It's so easy to overheat as he comes back into the pit. So, people who be starting the soft tyres, their tyres will overheat because I've experienced it before in a league race, and it's absolutely horrible as both Alfa Romeos come out of the pit lane. Of course, Seb is safe, but he's probably doing some more exploratory laps. So with Eva Hunter might want to get up in there because he's in 11th place, so he wants to get up the position, get up the grid as much as he can. So he's safe not to be knocked out of Q1. Ross has invalidated his lap time again, but he's got 3 minutes left to do something about it. And yellow flags to set to 3. I think that's someone prepared to start a flying lap time. What's the best strategy for this track? Well, the best strategy is mediums to softs, but basically if you go on the softs initially, the softs will overheat. I've tried it before in different practice sessions with different drivers, and they overheat so much of this Grand Prix. So let the mediums go for like 16 laps or something like that, depending when your pit lane window is. Then go onto the soft tyres because your fuel will be used up. There'll be less fuel in the car, and there'll be more grip on the track because the track's layered in. Oh, look at it, it's got some cars coming out of the pit lane. Ross up into turn 1 he goes, but he's just missed the apex slightly coming out of turn 1. It's an off camber corner. Hopefully Penguin gets out of the way. Penguin's just came out of the pit, so he definitely needs to get out of the way. He's just invalidated. He gets out of the way at the wrong possible... and they just hit each other. Yep, they just hit each other for sure. What's going on? Ross has got a 5-place grid penalty for collision with Penguin, so these drivers need to pay more attention. Ross will probably take some pain because he's just hit Penguin. What's going on? Why can't you keep out of the way? You're still not convinced. In a race, I'm not going higher than 3, sometimes 4th, but in quali I'm focusing on my lap, so hot lap for the entire lap. So I can focus on every corner there's hot lap for. Yeah. It's up to you, mate. As Fishers goes up into first place, a 31.9, the first driver in the 39s, but Leclerc's on his outlap, so keep an eye on him. As the track starts to evolve in, listen, mate, it'll be beneficial if you go up into 3, 4 and 5. Trust me, you don't want to run 5 throughout the whole lap because you will start to lose power towards the end of the lap. It's more strategic as well how you use your ERS coming out the corners. If you want me to, I can show you my hot lap in a different league race. For example, Belgium, it's so easy to run out of ERS. Sometimes I almost run out of ERS before the bus stop chicane. Then you lose that momentum of power coming out of the final corner. Eva Hunter on his flying lap, his teammate's somewhere with him. Is he behind him? Yes, he is. Look at that. It's 2 Alfa Romeos close together. The 2 teammates. Both coming down the long right-hander, easy to overheat your tyres. Coming around the penultimate corner, try not to go too out wide, which is Seb has done, so Seb possibly invalidates his outlet. But look at Evil Hunter. Has run out of ERS before he crossed the line, and it's a 7th place for him, whereas teammates just dived into the pits. What about Leclerc? We know Leclerc's safe, but what about anybody else? The main important driver's Dairy. On the verge, well, he is being knocked out, but can he improve on the 36.3? It's his last chance to improve. 1.3 seconds quicker. He needs to find more pace through the third sector if he wants to get out of the bottom zone. Dragon on Speed is on the verge of getting knocked out as well. In fact, his Dragon for Speed has retired from the session. He's actually crashed Dragon on Speed because you look at that, 14th to 15th, different times. So Dragon on Speed has crashed and will not participate into Q2 regardless of being... Look at Dairy's ERS. Regardless of being in or out. As he comes towards the final corner, and he's going to set a 1:34. He's going to make it. Oh, no, he doesn't. He's just missed out by a 10th of getting into Q2. So, unfortunately for him, he has been knocked out. But at least he sets a better lap time. And what about Devil's Nightmare? He's lost his front wing twice on his lap. Can he get out of Q2? Yes, he can. He's up into 14th place. The pressure is off him to getting out of Q1, and he's done it. So our drivers that are knocked out is Dragon on Speed. I say Dragon on Speed because he's not made it into Q2. He has, but he will not participate because he has crashed. Knight, Dairy, Ross, AJ and Appy. AJ and Appy crashed into each other, so that's why they're not setting their lap times. So basically Appy did not get out of the way for AJ when AJ was on his flying lap, and they both crashed into turn 3. So that's qualifying done. Let's see if anyone else is on their flying lap. Leclerc did not improve on his flying lap, so Fisher's the quickest overall, and that's qualifying 1 done. Yeah, good luck racing as well, energetics. That's the Q1 results then. As you all know, Penguin's got a 5-place grid penalty, so that's 2 drivers who's got a 5-place grid penalty for blocking 2 drivers, sorry, I thought I saw another one. Yeah, 2 drivers have got, no, 3 actually. Ross has got 1, he will start last anyway. 3 drivers have got a 5-place grid penalty for not impeding but blocking other drivers. Fishers and Stringby are good friends with each other. They were both on their outlaps when they blocked each other, so I don't think they did it on purpose. There's the 2 Greek drivers, the 2nd and 3rd, the Dutchman in 4th place. It's Q1 done, that's very interesting. What's the best strategy? Yeah, I told you the best strategy. Every single 10th is crucial around this track. 100ths, 1,000ths of a second is absolutely crucial. That's why you want to save ERS. I don't know if you're still here, but I'm still doing my strategy, because if I put it up to 4, look at Britain, you've got to save ERS in Britain, especially coming towards the final 3 corners, because the final 3 corners you're guaranteed to run out. So 14 drivers made it to Q2, 1 of them crashed, so that's why there's no 15 drivers, and as you know, 2 of them crashed, no, 1 of them crashed, as the 5 drivers were knocked out. On to Q2 there. This is the qualifying, where if you get to the top 10 and you set your fastest lap on, well, that's the tyres you started on. That's the benefits of long qualifying. Short qualifying, people, the top 10 usually go on the soft tyres because they don't have a chance of another qualifying session. They want to start the mediums, but they've got to start the soft because track position is crucial at every track. That's why short qualifying, long qualifying is better, because Q2 they don't have to worry about how fast they go on their preferred choice of tyres. Q3 is just simple 2 or 3 laps of going for pole position. You don't have to worry about your tyre wear. Some people tend to leave at the very last moment, but sometimes I change my strategy of doing that, because when I leave it to the last moment I tend to make a mistake, and therefore I start 10th. So that's why I go for 2 laps. So if my second lap is horrible, I always have my first lap, or if my first lap's horrible, I always have my second lap, or I go for 2 laps in a row if I invalidated 1 lap or made a mistake. So this is Q2, so you won't see many drivers on the soft tyres, or if they want to, it is soft to medium or mediums to softs. The hard tyres, I think they're just a tad too slow, so there'll be a mixture of softs and mediums in this qualifying Q2. Then in Q3, nobody should be on the mediums, it's all flat out on the soft tyres. In fact, let's get the tyre information up. Yeah, look at that. Majority of the field go for mediums, whereas LH44, Leclerc and Footy Dad has gone. Oh, Seb's retired. Where is he retired? Oh, he's crashed on his outlap. That's where Danny Fiat dropped it in 2015, so he's crashed on his outlap. Well, I've seen other people do it before. I think his tyres were cold. Was he in the medium tyres? Yes, he is. Yes, he was, sorry. So his medium tyres were probably cold, but Seb will probably start down in 14th place then. That's really unlucky. We saw Sebastian Vettel do it in Abu Dhabi. Take it through 7th gear through these corners. They're dropping it down to 5th. Late apexes through here. Down into 4th. They use the throttle. Down into 3rd. Ride the curbs as much as you can. Leave the car out of the curb on the outside to straighten up your car. Now we're coming down into turn 10. Brake just before the 50 metre board. Use the curb. get up the power as quick as possible, straighten up the car, and have a nice run down on the straight. Look at that, he's put it down into 4. Mate, I know it's a shocking penalty. I don't know why he got it in the first place. You weren't blocking your teammate, both of you on the in laps, so I don't understand how you got that penalty. As he ends the middle sector with a 103.2 for Penguin. It's all about traction at the end of these corners, whether you're in no traction control or not. I will take a wide entry to straighten up the car as much as I can through the exit. As we come onto a long right-hander, I want to keep a tight line through here. Don't drift it out wide. It's come to the penultimate corner. Need to carry more speed than that as we come to the final corner. And the Penguin is going to be the first man to cross the line with a lap time. And what lap time is it going to be? A 34.2 for him in the Williams. So Devil's Nightmare has invalidated his medium run. Who else is next to cross the line? Original, we're going board with him. In the racing point, coming towards the final penultimate corner. Now to the final corner. Look, he's run out of VRS, so I wonder what he's been doing with that. As we come to the final corner, a 35.6 for him in the racing point. Devil's Nightmare's back to the pits because, you know, he invalidated it. Who's the next man to cross the line? It was going to be Footy Daddy, but he's just invalidated it. So it's going to be Brabbit. Look at that. He's put it down into 3 through these corners. You don't want to put it up to 5 or 4. I'm trying to change your opinion to get a better lap time. You don't want to put it up to 4 or 5 because he will run out. Especially tracks like Britain. I don't know about Australia, but you lose it on the straight. Bahrain possibly. Baku for sure. Belgium, Germany as well. You want to use ERS wisely on your flying lap. Coming around the final corner, and he comes across the line to set a 34.4, and he's up into second place in the Ferrari. So who else is out there? We've got yellow flags for sector 2. I don't know who that's for. Leclerc's into the pits. He was on the soft tyres, so did he change his mind at the very last minute to go on the medium tyres, or just a little bit of a banker? Regan coming across the line to start his flying lap time. What about the top 3? Where are they? Fisher's on his hour lap. Remember, he's got that 5 place grid penalty for impeding his teammate. What the game says. So we're going ball with Regan as we come up to turn 2. Come up to turn 3. You want to take right all the curb on all the corners. He's missed that corner. So is this corner. And he'll probably compromise himself throughout the whole of sector 1. It's all about riding the curbs as well. Look at the car, it looks unstable to me, and he's invalidated it, unfortunately for Regan. Looks like he didn't have the confidence to go through there whatsoever. Footy Daddy, we're going ball with him. Remember, he invalidated his last flying lap. So on a second lap, and he's going to come across the final corner. And where can he go? As expected, quickest because he's on the soft tyres. It's a 33.4. A 6/10 up on Original, who's in second place. So who's the next man to cross the line? Just trying to have a look. Trying to give everybody some screen time as much as I can. LH44, yeah, there he is through the second sector, 103.2. See most drivers doing 103.2 through the middle sector. Look at that, taking a wide line to try and straighten up the car and get to the power as quick as possible, just like that. Don't want to take a tight line unless you try to overtake someone through there. It is a place to overtake as we come through the final 2 corners. You can extend on that corner, but not too much as we come through the final corner, and he will come across the line to set a 33.5, and he's up into second place on his first lap on the soft tyres. Here's Nathan then sliding through the corner as we come to the long right-handers. Coming towards the penultimate corner, where can Nathan go? On the medium tyres like everybody else. And it's a 34.3 for him in the Mercedes. He's gone up to 5th place. Devil Nightmare is starting his flying lap. Where's Fishers? There he is. Ended sector 2, coming into sector 3. Ended exiting turn 15, 16, 17, 18 and 19. Now turn 20. As William goes up into 3rd place, the highest medium runner to on the grid. He's gone up to third, and where can Fishers go? I think he might go quicker than him. Yes, he will. Oh, he's got a provisional pole. That's a good lap time on the medium tyres of 33.3. The highest medium runner so far in the session. Right, so Stringby's on his out lap. Leclerc is on his flying lap. Regan, I think he's on his flying lap. Yes, he is. Look at the ERS. So we might have gone for 2 laps here. Going around the final corner, where can he go in the Renault? Can he get inside the top 10 on those mediums? I don't think he will. Oh, just in 9th place at 35.0, but he definitely needs to start improving that lap time, because I don't think it's safe enough for him. He's on the cusp of getting knocked out, and just trying to figure out who's on their lap time. Devil's nightmare is, so is Stringy about to start his flying lap time. His teammate's currently in 1st place. This is going to be very interesting to see what Seb does, because we know Seb's a quick driver and an aggressive driver too, so he needs to bide his time in USA to try and get up the field. Crashed on his outlap right here, so he must have got the curb and lit up the rears and spun the car. Where could Devil's Nightmare go? Could he get inside? Oh, gone wide through the final corner, but does that... He's got up into 10th place, and he definitely needs to improve that, because he's on the cusp as well with Regan. Here is Leclerc and his teammate. Leclerc could possibly push him out. The GFO driver coming around the final corner. A nice guy to talk to is Leclerc, as he does a 32.4. That's a good lap time, you know. Look at that. A sum almost 1 second quicker than Fishers on the same tyres. That's a good lap time from Leclerc. Safely through, and no needs to risk it on his flying laps. So Stringby on his flying lap, ended sector 2 at 103.2. I've seen a lot of drivers do that on 103.2 of the middle sector. Quite common it is. Nice exit at the final turn 15. Going up to turn 20. I think there's 21 corners, is there? This is the last corner, 21. Yeah, this is turn 21, I think, as he comes around the final corner. And where can the McLaren driver go? Can he match his teammate? Up into 7th place, so quite a long way off his teammate. I think his teammate's gone for a 2nd flying lap. Eva Hunter coming around the final corner to start his 1st flying lap. There he is, yes he is. He's gone for a 2nd attempt on these medium tyres. Stay on board with him. A quick and consistent driver as well, Fishers. Heavy braking zone up into turn 11. Braking at the 100 metre board, short shift on the exit, getting traction of exit of turn 11. Gone purple through the 2nd sector, so he's up on his personal best, but I don't know what about Leclerc. Short shift on the exit, straight up the car, get up the power. Nice view from here. Now coming towards the final corner, where can the McLaren driver go? Probably in... Can he get the 32s? Just outside the 32s, a 33.3, sorry, 33.0. 2/10 quicker than his personal best, so well done to him. He's done 3 laps, it says, on the medium tyres, so... How many laps does he want to do? Because he's gonna, if he could have started these tyres, then he needs to be careful not to do too many laps. Don't want to wear them out in qualifying. Nobody on their flying laps then. So where is Eva Hunter? I think he's he's invalidated it. That explains why he's not on the leaderboard. Still in last place. He's got 2 minutes left to do something about it, and he's going for it as Leclerc's retired in the pit lane. So the 2 Alfa Romeos are a bit of spot or bother. One of them can't do anything about it, whereas the other can. And he's come up to the top of the hill in turn 1, a late camber. They're coming to turn 2, now coming to turn 3. Want to use all of the curbs to turn 3, 4, and lifts off slightly. Probably don't have the confidence to take it flat out through turn 3 and 4. Rest your car on the curb on the exit of turn 9. Turn 10 is coming up towards us, brake before the 50 metre board. Want to get a decent exit to power down the straight, which he does. And that a bit distracting for the drivers, the sun in the way for them, especially the final corner. Sometimes I miss the final corner because of the sun. But it's just before the 50-meter board, bringing down the gears. Nicely done there. Well executed through turn 11. Turn 12 coming up to us. All about the traction of the downforce through here. Turn 13. Turn 14, and here is turn 15. Take a late apex. It's turn 16, right-hander, take a tight line through here. Turn 20. Going up to turn 21. The last corner. Onto the main straight, and where could he go? Up into 6th place, so he's safe for the moment. Williams on his outlap on the soft tyres, so we'll see if he completes it or not. Stringby going for another lap. He's on the cusp of getting knocked out. Is Rabbit on the lap? Yes, he is. He's right behind Stringby, so is he going to get a slipstream off him? Stringby's gone out wide. That's going to be a validation, isn't it? No? Oh, okay then. Mr. Nathan is not on a lap, but he's on his outlap, so he's on the softs as well. The soft runners will have overheating problems on this GP. It does tend to overheat the tyres, so they've got a choice whether to complete the lap or not. Oh, Stringby's invalidated his lap time. That's an easy place to invalidate it, but he needs to get out of the way of the car behind him. Who was the car behind him? I can't remember who the car behind him was. They were both close together. Or unless he's just dived off into the pits. I don't know. Here's William then. We'll find out if he backs out or not. Where's his teammate? There is Penguin. But he's not on a lap time. So that's qualifying done for him. And he's on the soft tyres. His teammate's got a choice to complete the lap time or not. Because the original's in the pits, he's not going to jump him. Stringbeats have validated it, he can't do anything about it. Unless Nathan, Regan's out, invalidated it. Nathan's on his flying lap, so he could possibly push out Stringby if he's got the pace to. So can B-Rabbit. No, he can't. B-Rabbit's backed out of it. Now, all eyes on William to see if he can complete this flying lap or not. If he wants to start the mediums, he needs to back out. If he wants to start the softs, he needs to keep pushing. Go on board with the McLaren first. I mean the Mercedes driver, Mr. Nathan. There he is coming towards the penultimate corner. He's going to push out Stringby, I don't know. That's the Ferrari coming to the pits. Is he going to push out Stringby? I think he will. Yes, he is. Well, look at that. By a margin. 4th place. So, unfortunately for Stringby, he has been knocked out of Q2. Regan's the next one. Has William completed his lap time? Not yet. Where is William? The Dutchman's there. Regan's have validated it, so we need to keep an eye on William. He's backed off. He's backed off. So he will be starting on a set of mediums. So he's going to be doing the strategy from mediums to softs. So we're on to Q3. So that's Q2 done. We'll see who has been knocked out. Stringby's one of them. I can't remember the rest. Seb's one of them. Seb crashed in Q2. The start of Q2. Alright then, so Stringby knocked out. Regan's been knocked out. Devil Nightmare as well. Seb we did not see participate because he crashed at the beginning of the qualifying. His GFO teammates are up into 1st place and looking comfortable. B-Rabbit in 2nd place ahead of Fishers. Nathan in 4th ahead of Penguin. The Australian in 6th place ahead of LH44. Evil Hunter in 8th ahead of William. And Original in 10th place. So this could be very interesting. So quite a few on the medium, quite a few on the soft. So we've got a mixture of strategy inside the top 10 alone. So this could be very interesting in the race. But we're heading on to Q3 next time. Interesting Q1 and Q2 then. We're about to see what happens in Q3. My predictions will probably be in Leclerc due to his outstanding pace. Can Fishers take it off him? Fishers has got a 5-place grid penalty. So he needs to get as high up as he can. as we have the 10 drivers going for pole position. Right then, it is on for Q3. Okay, the drivers firing up the engines. It's going to be very interesting to see what will happen. We'll find out who's the first driver to come out of the pit lane, which is Vicious. The two Williams coming out right behind us. That is William and Penguin. Going slowly on his out lap, try and not wear out the tyres is Fishers. Got some more drivers coming out of the pits. Two Williams rather close together. Keeping out Fishers first. Bearing in mind he has got a 5 place grid penalty. Got a lot to work to do in qualifying. The highest place he could start is 6th place. I mean first place to get 6th. So the highest he could get in this qualifying session in the race is 6th place. Won't be so bad, but two drivers still in the pit lane, which is LH44 and Eva Hunter. They tend to do that at the end of the qualifying Q3. They tend to go out later in the session, whereas these two all of these drivers, the rest of them, probably go for two laps. As LH44 has came out of the pits, so Eva Hunter is the only one in the pits. Fishers rounds the final corner and he's going to be on his flying lap time. Bearing in mind he has got a 5 place grid penalty as he heads down into turn 1. Nice exit through turn 1, now he's coming to turn 2. Apologies about that, that's 3 times that's happened. Apologies about that, it happened last week, happened in the middle of the week, now it's happened again, so apologies about that one. If I do mute my mic, it means something's going on, and it's been going on for a long time, so I'm really apologies about that one. When it does happen, I tend to lose focus and everything that's going around. So Fishers comes across the line. This looks like it to be a good look. Oh yes, it is a 31.7. Sorry. There's B Lucas. Oh, I can't even speak. 33.2 for him in the Williams. AJ's left the session. He was knocked out of Q1, so he's been waiting for a long time. Do tend to lose a bit of happened. B-Rabbit in 4th place, we're on board with Nathan. That's 32.9 for him, he's up into 3rd place. Yeah, it's the 3rd time that's happened this week. And it will keep happening. LH44 on his flying lap. Leclerc, where is he? He's invalidated the lap time. Footy Daddy. Oh, I think he might have invalidated his lap time as well. I think he might have dropped at the final corner. No he hasn't. I thought he made a mistake at the final corner. Did Leclerc. He was going slowly on the minimap, so I thought he might have spawned through the final corner, but it turns out he hasn't. We're on board with LH44 coming around the penultimate corner. Do not go too wide to validate your lap time as he comes round the final corner, and he will set a 1:33.5 in the Ferrari, just behind his teammate B Rabbit. Right, so Williams on his out lap. Where's the rest of the drivers coming into the pits? B Rabbit's coming to the pits, of course. He's just completed his lap time, so we'll go on board with then. I don't know if Leclerc's going to go for a lap or not. He has been lingering around. Saved his ERS, and as you can see, probably had this lap and next lap invalidated, explaining why he went so slowly on the straight. So we're going to keep an eye out on Leclerc and Willem, as Eva Hunter's still in the pit lane. He tends to come out very late. Gone very wide, needs to be careful not to get invalidated lap time. He's coming to the pit, so I don't know if he's not running out of fuel, because you can see on the dash on the MFD he hasn't got a warning light. Here he is then. Here's the Dutchman coming around the penultimate corner. Now coming to the last corner. Let's see what he can do. Front ball with him as he starts his flying lap time on the main straight, and he will come to first on top of the hill. It's a nice exit through turn 1, beautiful exit through turn 1. It's come through turn 2. All about momentum through here. Want to ride all the curbs through here, which he is doing. Try not to invalidate on the exit, which he hasn't done. Keep the minimum speed up. Purple to sector 1. It's been a decent sector 1 in fact. Leaning the curb, leaning the car on the exit on the outside curb. Now coming up to turn 10, brake just before the 50-meter board. Straight up the car, get on the power, short shifted, try and get some traction coming out the corners as well. Powering down on that straight, revving out 7th gear into 8th. Short shift on the exit, get some traction on the exit of the corners. This is all about traction through here as well, and the downforce required through here. Take a wide entry to straight up the car as much as you can, and get the power as quick as you can. These long right-handers. Coming up to the penultimate corner, ride the penultimate corner curb. Try not to go too out wide as we come up to the final corner. Looks like a decent lap time. Can he get the 1:31s? That's 32.2, and he's up into second place. He joins the front row with Fisher, so he's got plenty of time. But what about the tyres? He's got plenty of tyres left to go for another lap, shall we say. So, Footy Dad is putting it down to 1, so he's on the medium tyres as well. I only just noticed that. But go on board with B Rabbit then, as he heads down into turn 1. Off camber corner in turn 1, so we need to be careful on the exit of turn 1 of the traction. Turn 2, turn 3, he misses turn 3, misses turn 4, slightly missing turn 5, gets on the curb through there. Probably needs to slow down a bit more as well. And he's got a 10th up on his personal best. Riding the curb at turn 9. Braking just after the 100-meter board. Slightly missing the apex, but he's straight up the car as quick as he can on the power, down and straight. We'll find out what's happened to Leclerc as well. He's not set a lap time. Eva Hunter, we know that always goes at the end. So the track's fully evolved in. Locks up into turn 11, does B Rabbit. It's 2/10 quicker on his personal best. These long right-handers don't want to drift out. I want to keep a tight line through here as well to gain the most time. Coming around the penultimate corner, and now we head off onto the final corner. And where could he go? It's going to be a 32.8. He's up into 4th place. He joins the second row with Original, who's on his outlap, and he's just invalidated on his outlap. And he goes 2/10. Oh my god, Penguin. 2/10 invalidated it, and that's it for him. Don't think he'll make it around. No, he don't. He can't. He can't. That's really unfortunate for Penguin. He was going. Oh, Williams retired from the session. Oh, he's in the pits anyways. Right, who else we go ball with then? B-Rabbit not going for another flying lap, is he? I don't think he is, no. Fisher's then, as he rounds the final corner, and there's a Ferrari right behind him. I think that's LH44. Yes, it is LH44. Now coming up to turn 1, off camber corner, breaking the black box. Careful on the exit of turn 1. I want to ride these curbs as well. Do turn 3, 4, 5. Keep it in 7th gear. Drop it out into 6th. It's turn 5. Gradually getting slower. It's just like Maggots and Beckett's just a bit. Keep the minimum speed up as much as you can. Purple to centre 1. Try not to ride too much of it. Try not to go too wide. You want to lead the car on the exit on the outside curb to turn 9. Very good after the 100 metre board. Down into turn 10. Take a tight line through there. Straight up the car. Get up the power. Now we have the DRS wide open onto the straight where opportunities for overtaking are most likely going to happen. Breaking the 100 metre board. Like taking much curb as I thought he would through turn 10, turn 11, sorry, coming into turn 12. A 10th up on his personal best. This is on course to be looking like a good lap time from Fisher's. Short shifted to get the traction at the exit of turn 15. Coming up to the final 3 corners. Well, there's a long right-hander, shall I say. Coming to the penultimate corner, ride the curb, lead the curb on the exit of the outside curb. On the final corner we go, and this is more likely to go faster, and he is going to go faster. 1:31.5, he's 2/10 quicker. So our main competitors, there's Original. Can he go quicker? Yes, he can, but he can't improve his position. Who else is out there? Leclerc, Evil Hunter. There is Evil Hunter. Go on board with him first. Now coming up to the final corner, let's see where he could go. A 1:32. He's on the second row of the grid. So Nathan coming across the line. Where can he go? 4th place. He's just got ahead of Evil Hunter. What about Leclerc? Penguin. Where's the Penguin? There. We're going to the Penguin first. As he comes towards the final corner, where can the Penguin go? He's going to improve on his personal best. 2nd place. Where's Leclerc? Where's Leclerc? Leclerc's on pole position, but I don't know how much. Leclerc is on pole position. He did it at the final moments of Q3. Had the pace to, but he couldn't keep it together in the early parts of qualifying. There he is, 2/10 quicker than Fisher's in 2nd place. The Penguins in 3rd. The 2 Williams, the 2nd row of the grid, the 2 Williams having a good result in 3rd and 4th. Original in 5th. Nathan in 6th. Evil Hunter 7th. B-Rabbit in 8th. LH44 9th. And Fonty Lad Dad started on the medium tire. Well, qualified on the medium tyres for some reason. That didn't get him anywhere whatsoever. So he's qualified 10th place. That's Q3 done. That was really interesting. Leclerc set the pace at the very end of the qualifying session, beating Fisher's by 2/10. A second behind is Penguin. A full second behind, but I'm going to get a glass of water, so just bear with me for a second. Predictions on who's going to win today. Is it going to be Claire? Oh yeah, I forgot all about that. Fishers has got a 5 players grid penalty and he's dropped down into 6th place. Forgot all about that, so that moves... Oh! Who else has got a 5? Penguin's got a 5 players grid penalty. I forgot all about that too. Oh yeah, so of course, William is on the 2nd row of the grid. Gained 2 places did William, due to 2 guys' mistakes. So, predictions on who's going to win this race then. We know that Seb is capable of getting up there as well. Oh, Jack on speed. And his teammate have been both disqualified at their home GP. I meant the team's GP, not theirs. So Leclerc then coming towards the penultimate corner. He's got a big gap between himself and William. Look at that. Doesn't want that because his tyres will start getting cold. So will his brakes at the start of the race. So a quick formation lap or a slow formation lap from William and the guys behind him. They've got a big gap. Look at the guys down there. Jesus. A massive gap. Not even towards the final 2 corners. They're down at turn 15 while their leader is just sat waiting on the grid for a long time. There he is. Good tactic to keep his tyres cold on the medium tyres especially. So Nathan, they would expect him to make up some places because he's on the quicker soft tyres for the moment in this race. The top 3 will go longer. Can William jump Leclerc off the start? You got the inside line, we know what happens there sometimes. Rosberg and Hamilton pushed Rosberg off the track there in turn 1. I believe that was 2015 and both Red Bulls were leading the GP. I think one of them was, that was when it was raining as well. Finally, we are lined up for the grid then. Intense moments going on as the drivers watch the lights to count down. Just waiting for the lights. I don't know what we're waiting for. Everybody's here, so what's going on? Oh, there we go then. The lights are out and we are underway. Someone's got a jump start for jump in the start. I got a penalty for that as well. Look at Penguin trying to go down the inside of the Mercedes. As we come into turn 1, then the Toro Rosso has the outside line. He's going to maintain 1st place. Look at the Alfa Romeo side by side with the Racing Point. That's Eva Hunter down in 4th place. And the original in 3rd place as they come up to the S section here. The most difficult part. Being stuck in dirty air. We've already got yellow flags for sets of 1. I think that was like McLaren who's just got off the track as well. I think he's managed not to spin, but he's dropped loads of positions as well. That's Fishers who had that 5 players grid penalty, added more pay. Look at the Alfa Romeo who's just swooped through on original. I think he got a legal overtake, which he did, but he might drop another position because yes, he has. That illegal overtake has cost him. It could cost him an... Oh, Nathan needs to be careful on that Ferrari. He pushed him through the corner and the Ferrari almost lost the back end of the car. And we've got yellow flags. That's a Red Bull who's up the wrong way round. Right, side by side action with Eva Hunter. There's 3 cars going side by side. Yes, there is. Look at that. Eva Hunter will have to back out Nathan. And B Rapid sorted it out in 4th place. Now they go side by side. Penguin as well is also involved. Trying to get past Eva Hunter. Oh, Eva Hunter is going to get squeezed. I think he did, but it wasn't enough. As Penguin swoops through on Eva Hunter as well. Some good action going on. By side, coming out of turn 15, coming to turn 16. Look at the McLaren behind us as well. They're going to go side by side. And Eva Hunter stays ahead of Penguin. 44 has stayed ahead of Fishers. And we've got yellow flags. That's the McLaren. Strigby has spun. Hopefully he hasn't got any full wind damage. I think he did hit the wall as Penguin has overtaken Eva Hunter again. Right, an interesting first lap. As we head down into turn 1, Eva Hunter will go down the inside into turn 1. He goes. Penguin knows he's there. Oh, Penguin has the outside line, a much better traction coming out the corner. And Penguin is ahead. That outside line really helps him get a good launch. And Eva Hunter will probably get a warning for that for cutting the corners as well. There's Seb in 10th place. Where's Fishers? Fishers is down in 8th place, so he's lost 2 positions already. As there's more yellow flags, and that's a Ferrari LH44 who's just spun. And he's dropping down the field as well, so not going well whatsoever for the Ferrari driver. Strigby, did he pit? Oh, what's going on between them? I think he just got pushed off the track. I don't think he pitted. I think he'd be far behind, but look at Will. tucked in behind GFO Leclerc's slipstream as AJ has overtaken Ross, but they're still side by side. Eva Hunter outbreaks the Williams into turn 11. Now they're coming side by side at the corner, but Eva Hunter's the inside line. Williams have to go the long way around. Will he try and go down the inside? No, he stays behind him through turn 15. Got some decent action going on behind us. AJ versus Ross. AJ did not qualify, did he? He started down in last place today, AJ, and he's made up quite a huge amount of places as well. So, well done to AJ. Look at the steering input. Look at the understeer he's having through that corner, being stuck behind the dirty air of Ross's car. Because I bet you those tyres are overheating. Oh, Fisher's. What's Stringby doing? What's happened to Stringby? He's dropped another position. Stringby is down in 19th place. He's absolutely struggling at this USA GP. DRS is now enabled, so the next straight, the drivers will have DRS, and we'll find out who's going to make a move there. As Seb has been overtaken. He's dropped down a few positions as Seb, so I don't know what's happened to him. He's got the Haas right behind him, was on the soft compound tyres. The dirty air not helping any of these drivers whatsoever. Leclerc in free air, and probably those tyres are overheating whoever's on the soft tyres. Those soft tyres even overheat quite a lot at this track. Fisher's still down in 8th place. Penguin's got out wide as DRS is now enabled, so William is outside the 1 second DRS range. Unfortunately for him, can't do anything about it as B Rabbit has Original in his sights. Can he get Original out the way for him? Original stays ahead, but has B Rabbit's got a better exit coming out of turn 11. Still goes side by side now in turn 12, turn 13, turn 14, turn 15. And B Rabbit is ahead of Original. And Appy has made a move on the Haas, who was right behind Seb. Not enough food for Seb down there in the inside of Devil's Nightmare. Dragging on speed up into 11th place as well. The dirty air, they're all suffering. And what's happened to Ross? Ross is slowing down for some reason, so what's happened to him? He's allowing the Racing Point to go down the inside. Wait, oh, the Racing Point backs out of it. I thought he was just going to turn in on him, but that Racing Point needs to work on saving ERS. Because look at that, down to 14% already, as B Rabbit has way more, 35%. And look at the Alpha and the Mercedes as well. Side by side, one of them needs to back out. They can't go side by side through here. Fishers takes the opportunity to go around the inside, outside, goes down the inside, I can't even speak, next corner. So that's a good opportunity for him as well. Not going to stay behind him, he's going to get ahead, especially on those medium tyres as well. And he's got the Williams in the back of him, that is Penguin. So B Rabbit is under pressure from the guys behind who are on a chain behind him who's got DRS. Eva Hunter right behind the Racing Point of Original. The Original go defensive on the inside. Eva Hunter has the slipstream off the Ferrari ahead of him. And Eva Hunter is ahead, unless... Nah, Original doesn't fight it. AJ has got ahead of Ross, so has the Alfa Romeo. Oh, he just hits the back of him. And I think he might have a bit of full... He hasn't got any full wind damage. Oh yes he has, on the left hand side of his... Oh yes he has. He outbroke himself trying to fight the Alfa Romeo, which is Seb. Seb's trying to fight the Racing Point. You see some decent battles going on, providing in USA. Really good track to fight on. Look at that, Seb taking the opportunity to go around the outside now into the penultimate corner, but AJ cuts him off. What's going on at the front? We need to keep an eye on what's going on at the front here. So on to lap 5 of this GP. I know there's loads of... Oh no, Ross has retired. Where did he retire? Where did he retire? I can't really tell. Was it the final corner? Possibly the final corner. Where else could he retire? As the virtual safety car now has been deployed. So who's going to get ahead? Devil's Nightmare or Dragon on Speed? They were both side by side when the virtual safety car came out, and it looks like Dragon on Speed has taken the position of Devil's Nightmare. So virtual safety car appearing on lap 5 because of Ross has retired on the final corner. Didn't see what quite happened to him. Quite a few drivers pick up a penalty there, in the most obvious places to get a penalty. Not in the best way under the virtual safety car. And when will the virtual safety car end? Now, it will end now, and it looks like Evil Hunter's got a better restart than B-Rabbit. And Fishers goes down the inside of the racing point into turn 11, and he's done it. Nice move from Fishers. Now Penguin wants to get involved. Will he go down the inside? He outbreaks himself to the racing point, goes deep into the corner. That's allowed Penguin to get back. So look how far behind he is. And he's dropped another position. And he's just hit the back of the Mercedes. The Mercedes goes into a half spin. And thankfully, he's back on the track and did not go into a full spin. Otherwise, that would probably ruin his race. A little bit of a tap can mean a lot of things as well, because these cars are quite sensitive. Evil Hunter on the back of B-Rabbit. Regan's just overtaken Appy. Appy's dropped another position to the Haas behind him. Now ahead of him. Can Evil Hunter go down the inside? He will look to. Yes, he is. Down the inside he goes into turn 1. Ferrari has the better line around the outside, and he stays ahead. Next best opportunity is the straight for Evil Hunter. What's going on further behind? Fishers is closed up as well. The man who started in second place, he drops because of his 5 players grid penalty. And the Knight has got, and LH44 has got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Probably down at turn 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, B-Rabbit is going to be under immense pressure from the 2 guys behind him. 2 guys got DRS right behind him. The String B picks up a time penalty as well. It looks like a simple move from Evil Hunter down the inside. What will Fishers do? In the background we see a racing point going down the inside of the Mercedes, which he has done. Neat move from the racing point there. And he stays. Will the Mercedes fight back? No, he can't, as String B has overtaken. Who is it now? Damn. Oh! That was close to making contact with him. Nathan's got back past Original. So there it is. I love these sequence of corners because you could just fight back in those corners. So Dragon Speed has been overtaken by AJ, who started in last place. And we're on to lap 7 of this GP. Heading down into turn 1. This time it's Evil Hunter. Oh, Fishers. He could go down the inside. Into turn 1. He's done it. Wonderful move from Fishers now. Now we can start applying pressure to Evil Hunter. Both on the same tyres. The soft tyres are probably wearing out, as I expected as well. So those soft tyres are probably wearing out. Look at Fishers having the confidence through these corners. More corner speed than Evil Hunter's taking. Probably the downforce helping him as well through those corners. Fishers will probably wait. He doesn't want to go down the inside of here. He will wait for the DRS and slipstream. Can you get a decent exit at the final, not the final corner, the turn 10, as Footy Dad has pitted. Will Fisher go down the inside, around the outside? Down the inside he goes. Has he got the move done? No, Evil Hunter is still there. Evil Hunter's turn now to go down the inside, making Fishers go a long way around the pump, trying to cut him off as well to stop him fighting back. And look at that, down the inside he goes. He needs to. Yeah, he's got deep as I expected. Nice try from Fishers, but he went deep into the corner. Evil Hunter fought back, took the opportunity to fight back, and he did so. The soft pitters should be pitting around lap 9 now. Those tyres will start to wear out even more, especially when they're overheated. But the top 2, faultless drive from them, are doing an amazing job. It's only lap 8. Oh, look at that, Fishers around the outside. That's the better way to take turn 1 if you're fighting someone. Should do. But Evil Hunter seems like he's got a decent exit out of turn. Oh, one of them needs to back out. He can't go side by side through here. It's too tight for 2 cars to go side by side, and he does back out. Meanwhile, Original made a mistake because he's just been overtaken by Nathan. This is a good battle between the top 4, sorry, 3rd and 4th place. He will definitely wait for the DRS and slipstream as he starts deploying the ERS, getting more power down that straight and out the corner as well. Right, this time, where would it go? It will go down the inside like the last lap. Can he outbrake him into turn 11? This is a decent battle, but Evil Hunter has the outside line. This is beautiful racing from the two. Absolutely loving this, but I can't jinx it. He's giving him enough room and respect. And Fishers did what he's doing, well, was doing what he did last lap, but this time he doesn't outbrake himself. So Fishers is now ahead of Evil Hunter. Feared by Gaming. Right, so Fishers up into third place. Can he break the DRS and can he catch up to Will and Leclerc? I did not see them pick up a penalty yet, the top two. They're doing an outstanding job in first and second place. Can Evil Hunter stay on the back of Fishers? Can B-Rabbit get involved on those soft tyres, which probably supposed to be wearing out about now? Seb, still in 9th place. I expect him to fight his way through the field, but he's still down there. So let's hope he can fight him. I expected him to be up the order, but he's still in 9th place. There's plenty of laps to go, and possible chance of a safety car as well to help him as well. But Evil Hunter, I think Fishers is way too far ahead to try and overtake him. We've got a lovely launch coming out of turn 10. Oh, look at that. Penguin versus the Ferrari of B-Rabbit. Penguin good around the outside of B-Rabbit. Can he make it? Can he make it? Gives him enough room. He goes down the inside. It's turn 12. He outbreaks himself. He goes deep. That's allowing B-Rabbit to come back at him. Now, let's see what happens through here. As Penguin stays ahead, but has B-Rabbit got a better exit? Coming out of turn 15. He has, but it's not enough. And no, he can't make the overtake. But he has the straight two though, because he's got the DRS opportunity. And now Fishers still hasn't broken the 1 second DRS range yet. In fact, he has, because Evil Hunter hasn't got DRS, even though he's been 9 tenths behind him. Ooh, Penguin versus B-Rabbit. And B-Rabbit is now ahead, like I said, down the straight. He will overtake him. And there he is, up into 5th place. Nathan's pitted onto the hard tyres. I wonder why. Should probably be soft and medium, not hard. So let's see how that turns out for him later in this race. More pit stops going on at the minute as Davey comes out of the pits. Where's Stringby? Stringby's up into 10th place. Leclerc out there in 1st place, doing an outstanding job. So is Will. That gap has stayed consistent between Will and Fishers. Not seen it drop up and down as yet. It stayed 3.7 quite a lot. So those two showing similar place in 2nd and 3rd place. Now Original is probably going to get past Penguin, but Penguin has DRS as well. As Original, those medium tyres should be better at this stage than Penguin's soft tyres, and he's ahead before the corner. What about Seb though? I expected him to catch up, so what's going on with Seb's pace? I wonder if he's got a bit of wind damage. I don't think he has, not by looking at the car. So I wonder what's happened to his pace, why he's still down in 8th place. Had some decent battles at the start of this race, the first 9 laps. Now I think he's starting to get a little bit quiet now. Hopefully there'll be more decent battles going on. We'll see the first driver on the softs to come into the pits. That's Penguin. So that's his soft strategy over, pit on lap 11. And he will go on to those medium tyres till the end of the race. So his strategy, soft and medium. You'll have to do, and he needs to go as quick as he can on those mediums now, because the top 4 will go to the softs later in this race, probably about lap 17 or so. B-Rabbit should probably pit. B-Rabbit needs to pit because he needs to protect himself from the undercut. Oh no, Penguin. Oh, what's happened there? It's turn 1. Oh, it's Stringby. And he's lost part of his front wing as well, so I wonder if he's just fighting someone. He can't be fighting Penguin. Penguin's just got ahead. So was he fighting these guys here? And a safety car has just been deployed because someone's crashed at the penultimate corner, and that is Footy Lad. So the safety car has came out at the wrong time for Penguin, because B-Rabbit can start to pit, and he will pit for sure, if he doesn't pit, then I don't know what he's doing, but he should definitely pit at the end of this lap to go to the medium tyre. That's a beautiful opportunity for him to do so. And who's that? Just got a drive-through penalty for speed under the pit lane. That's a speed under the safety car. That's a Red Bull. So 2 drivers out, Mercedes and the McLaren, Renault, sorry. I wonder what the top... Yeah, I wonder what these guys would do, because it's nowhere near their pit stop. We'll go to the hard tyres. It's the only thing they could do, because the softs won't make it to the end. And they don't want to stay out either, so... Yeah, I think... I told these drivers it's mediums to softs. Hopefully they'll go on the hard tyres, because the softs won't make it, I'm afraid, to the end of the race. So they've got to pit, they've got no choice. So the safety cars came out at the possible wrong time on a brand new set. Oh, it's on the mediums. A 2-stop strategy performing. And what about Will? Softs. Oh, yeah. Hard tyres going on for Evil Hunter. Fisher's on the softs as well. We've got a mixture of strategies going on. Leclerc's on a set of mediums. Will's on a set of softs, and Fisher's on a set of soft too. So these two, these top 3 drivers might have to pit again, especially Leclerc, because Leclerc, medium, which won't work, and he's going a brand new set of a different compound. So he's definitely 2-stopping, we know that. What about these drivers though? Can they make it to the end of this race? They've got to cruise towards the end of the race, because I don't know if these softs can make it or not. I really don't. Whereas Evil Hunter could possibly win this race, you know, because he's on the hard tyres and he could take those tyres to the end, whereas the top 3 would definitely need a pit again, for sure. B-Rabbit on a brand new set of mediums. Remember, the soft to medium strategy. You know what? B-Rabbit's in a comfortable position as well, because the soft runners get a good advantage. B-Rabbit on a brand new set of mediums, but Devil's Nightmare has stayed out there on 11 lap old mediums. Originals on the hards. We've got a different mixture of strategy going on in the field then, so it's going to be very interesting to see which strategy is better. Personally, I actually don't know which strategy is better. I think Evil Hunters, for sure, because the soft runners, it's a bit of an ask. It's a bit of an ask for those soft tyres to go to the end. Unless it's another virtual safety car or safety car, then possibly save their race, but we'll find out towards the end of the race then, as I take a bit of a break. So, which strategy is the better strategy? Is it the medium tyres, which Leclerc is on, but bear in mind Leclerc has to pit again because he went from medium to medium and you need to use a different set of tyres. Will on the softs with Fisher's. Those two could possibly have to stop again. Evil Hunter on the hards, which could definitely go to the end. But Leclerc needs to pit again, and he's just overtaking the safety car. What is he doing? Oh, he's in the pits. Well, that's just cost him possibly the race, I dare say. That's just cost him the race. He shouldn't have pitted. And he's going to drop down a lot of positions, and he's going to go to the hard tyres. Well, that's one drive out of the way for Evil Hunter. Evil Hunter on the hards as well. The top 2 on the softs. Right, so what these two need to do then, if they want to make their strategy work, they need to pull away from Evil Hunter and B-Rabbit as quick as possible. Then they can use their medium tyres towards the end of the race to catch up to Evil Hunter, who'll be still on the hard tyres. That's what these two need to do, because I just can't see how they can make it to the end of this race on the soft. The soft tyres can only go like 10, 11 laps. Right, we'll find out then if those two can make it to the end. But why did he pit? Why did Leclerc pit? Well, a bit of confusion going on with Appy and Leclerc. that the safety car could possibly come in on this lap, and when it does, these two need to pull away as much as they can. I think Evil Hunter's strategy is better because those soft tyres cannot make it to the end for sure. A bit too much of an ask for those soft tyres to go to the end, so Evil Hunter in a comfortable position and got his brain in gear to go on the right strategy. Leclerc went from medium to medium, but unfortunately that won't work because he has to go on a brand new other set of a different compound. Evil Hunter's in the pits for some reason. Right then, that's the plan changed. So, has he got a bit of wind damage then? Because I don't understand why he came into the pits. Dragon Speed's in the pits as well. I can't really see. No, it's not a footway change. It's a scheduled pit stop on the medium tyres. Well, Dave's got disqualified. Wow. Wow. Well, bye-bye to Dave then. He will no longer take part in this race. He's just been disqualified from the session. I think the top two have a bit of a worry because those soft tyres, oh, I keep saying this, they won't make it, I'm afraid. I don't know how, but they just won't make it. Evil Hunter has got a penalty for exceeding track limits. Good news is, Devil's Nightmare's in 4th place. He could have held up these guys behind him. And he's on the hards as well, his original. So these two just need to pull away as much as they can to get a decent pit stop window, or not, to catch up as much as they can on their medium tyres. For sure they can't make it. I'm definitely sure they can't make it. For Evil Hunter's sake, he needs to overtake these guys as quick as he can to make his strategy work. And Leclerc, he's on the hard tyres. Leclerc had to go on the hard tyres because the soft will make it, and he started on the mediums as well, as the safety car's ghosted for some reason. Williams would judge the pace to see. And he will probably go off now for the final corner. There he is, off he goes, off they go. Right then, who's got a bit of restart? Fisher's all over the back foot of Fishers. Down the inside he goes. That's a late move from Fishers. He outbreaks himself, and William has got ahead. That's one thing Fishers doesn't need. He doesn't want to lose as much time because of his strategy. I don't think he will make it to the end of the sauce. Nathan versus the Racing Point. They're both on the hard tyres, but not a place to go side by side, or a possible place to overtake. Evil Hunter down in 14th place needs to make the strategy work. Get ahead of those guys as quick as possible. As Leclerc's in the pits, so that's 3 times he's been in the pits. And let me read this comment out. F1 has something against me. Disqualification. Oh. Well, lucky for you then. Fishers has caught up behind William despite making a mistake in turn 1. So he just want to get hauled up behind him. He wants to get overtaken as quick as possible. Down the inside, it's going to be another late breaking move. How's he going to cover? No, they can't afford to fight because they need their strategy to work. And Penguin versus Devil's Nightmare. Penguin has got ahead of Devil's Nightmare, who's on those old medium tyres anyway, so should have been a little bit easier. The original's all over the back of him. What about Evil Hunter? Where is he? Ooh, Stringby going down the inside, looking to go down the inside of the Renault. There's Seb. Where's his Evil Hunter? There he is, down in 13th place. I think he's just overtaken LH44. And meanwhile, the top two needs to pull away as quick as they can. Can I be in the phone while I do comms? What, do you mean talk on the phone? Oh, Original's just overtaken. Oh, can he make it double overtake? Oh, look at that. There's a mixture of cars. Go for it. Look at that. Evil Hunter. That's not Evil Hunter, is it? The Mercedes. No, that's Nathan. He's just got shoved off by the Racing Point. I'm used to seeing Evil Hunter in the Mercedes as Devil Nightmares losing a lot of places on those old medium tyres. He's just gone off the track as well. And look at that. Stringby versus Regan. And there's yellow through sector 2. I presume that is Devil's Nightmare. Oh, look at Stringby losing the car at the exit of turn 9. Yeah, so Fishers has pulled away, but what about Devil's Nightmare? Is he there? Yes, he is. Good in for wind damage? No. On those old medium tyres, we expect him to struggle. I know it's you, Daly. Appy versus Nathan. There they are. Red Bull versus Mercedes. Both on different tyres. One's on the mediums, other one's on the hards. And Regan's exchanging positions with Stringby. Stringby's overtaken him into 5th place. Evil Hunter looking to fight the Red Bull as well. Going around the outside. He needs to make this overtake as quick as possible. Lovely helicopter cam. You know what? Lovely, lovely action going on down here. So what was I going to say? Yeah, Stringby was nowhere in this race. Now he's up into 5th. So this has been it was a bad race for Stringby. Now he finds himself up into 5th place. So let's hope he can keep it up for the remainder of this last part of this race. Will he go down the inside? No, he won't. Thinks better of it, but the Ferrari will down the inside. Look at that Mercedes, got a bit of full wind damage on his left-hand plate. Has Nathan. He will lose downforce in his most crucial part of the track, which is right here. Look at that. LH44 all over the back of him. Oh, going to go down the inside. Not a place to, not a place to. And thankfully, Nathan could have shut the door if he wanted to. He did shut the door, but he didn't have enough downforce to. LH44 probably needs to wait for the DRS zone to be a bit patient behind him. So both Williams are different strategies. Both Williams in the top 4, so it's going to be a good result for them. Will Seb do his late moves? Regan defends the inside. Seb. Oh, Regan got a dodgy exit. He got a bit of a tank slapper going on in the exit of turn 10. That allows Seb to get close to him and side by side with him. And who's going to make it ahead? Well, Regan went deep into the corner. Seb's looking to go and switch back on him, but hasn't quite made it. Oh, I thought Seb would try and go down the inside of this corner then, but I say probably best for him to wait on the straight, which is right here. And Seb will probably go down the inside, which he will. And Regan is defenseless to do anything about it. And there he is, has overtaken Regan. Regan goes off the track, and now he's got Original to deal with as well. Right then, so the top 2 then on their soft strategy. Let's see how it pans out for them, because like I said, the soft tyres for sure can't make it to the end. If they do make it to the end, then they're going to struggle with pace. Oh no, Nathan's... Oh, Knight has spun, and he's still spinning. Oh, the Red Bull has almost dropped it as well at the final corner. Nathan's just been overtaken by Dragon on speed. Right then, the closest battle is here between Regan and Seb, and Knight has dropped it again, doing a long right-handers. His straight line speed not good enough though. Seb is pulling away, so Regan can't do anything about it. Made their way down into turn 11. 10 laps to go this GP. Fishers leads William by 2.8 seconds. Further back, B-Rabbit's in 3rd place, 2.6 seconds behind. Penguins in 4th, ahead of Stringby. GFO Seb's in 6th, ahead of Regan. Original 8th, ahead of his teammate AJ. Evil Hunter in 10th, ahead of LH44, who's just outside the points. Dragon Speed in 12th place. Nathan in 13th. Leclerc in 14th. Devil's Nightmare in 15th. Appy in 16th. And Knight in 17th place. It's all gone terribly wrong for Leclerc. His strategy has been ruined, and his yellow to sector 1. Oh! Oh, that's nice. Slow it down to let people through. I thought someone actually made a mistake there. I'm going to go on board with him because I want to see his tyre state. Looks like they're graining just a bit. The tyres are, you can tell. Losing its touch a bit with those soft tyres. I wish you could have the tyre percentage because I really want to know the tyre percentages. Original's overtaking Vegan. Oh, Vegan losing a little bit of momentum coming through turn 9 on top of the hill. It's allowing Original to get through. Pengy's in 4th behind B Rabbit. Let's see if he can close up to B Rabbit ahead of him as Nathan's in the pits to change his front wing. I think he just came out of it. Look at the overspeed that Vegan has. Will he go down the inside of Original? Late braking for both of them. And he's ahead. No, he's not. Yes, he is. No, he's not. Original fights back around the outside bit. It converts into the inside line for him. Gonna do a little bit of a switchback. Yes. Oh, look at that. He slingshots himself way through of Original. Eva Hunter and AJ as well. Eva Hunter's got past AJ for 9th place. Now he's on the hunt for Original ahead of him. Trying to make up for lost ground for the safety car. The safety car's ruined a few strategies here. The safety car came out at the right time for the soft runners, but for the people on the mediums, no. Original has got DRS to protect himself from Evil Hunter as well. 8 laps to go. Can they make it to the end or not? There's yellow flags to set to 1. Someone's dropped it. Oh, someone's... Oh, it's gone now. So I don't know who did that to cause the yellow flags. Ooh, look at that. Penguin has caught up to B Rabbit ahead of him. He's in the DRS range now, so Evil Hunter has overtaken Original. Finally, now he's going to go back on the Vegan. Where's NUF1 as well? Original's a bit too far back now. He needs to keep an eye on his teammate behind him who's on those medium tyres. Yes, Pengy is on the back of B Rabbit. He's got DRS, so let's see. This will be a battle for 3rd place, and Williams will score decent points as the Red Bulls dropped it. Where's that? That is turn 10. Oh, the exit of turn 10. It's on the straight actually. Dropped it all by himself, and his race is going bad to worse. Bad to worse for him as well. So, and Eva Hunter has overtaken Vegan for 1st place, and he's done it. Vegan now needs to keep an eye on the Racing Point behind him. The Racing Point also looking getting interested as well behind the 2. We know Vegan tends to struggle around this part of the track. Quite crucial leading up to the straight. So can Original set him up for the next few corners as NH44 has overtaken Dragon of Speed. Not a place you would overtake, but... Oh, Devil's Nightmare has crashed! And that should be a safety car, because if that is not, I don't know what it is. It's literally on the racing line. Just caught the crash as Penguin's overtaken him. Penguin has overtaken B Rabbit, and Original has overtaken Vegan, but Vegan's tucked in behind the sluice stream and has DRS. So will he try and make a move back down the inside? Nope. Or will he? No, he won't. It's too far behind. AJ as well, looking behind the Renault to try and get past him. So both Williams are on the podium, but Penguin could win this race because if these two have a dramatic tyre drop off, then they will pit for sure. I don't think they'll go to the end. They will pit. Those soft tyres do overheat quite a lot too. So the wear no soft tyres won't be good whatsoever for those two. And as the car come out of the pit lane, is that night? Yes, it is night. But can B Rabbit fire back on Pengy? Too far back, but he has to stay in touch in the turbulent air in the 1st sector. if these two make their tyres towards the end, then I'm going to be astonished how they're going to do that. Honestly, I'm going to be surprised. No way those two could make their tyres go to the end. I swear they can't. They're going to have to cruise towards the end of the race. The tyres don't look too bad, graining just a bit, as you can see on Fisher's left front. So just graining just a bit on that tyre. The safety car came out at the wrong time for the medium runners. I don't think they had no choice, because the guys behind were on the medium tyres and they had to go on the hards. They literally had no choice whatsoever. The choice was to go on the hards, but they'll drop down the field because the mediums look good at the moment, or go on the soft, or go on the hards, then come to the pits again a lot later on the soft mediums. That was the only choice, but they'll probably lose a bit more time. Pengi goes wide. Now comes the final corner. If these two do have a dramatic drop off, then Pengi will win this race. And where did Pengi start? I always do this, I forget where it is. He started in 8th place. Can he win? He can possibly win this race, you know. We'll find out towards the later stages in this race, but Leclerc has overtaken, NH44 has overtaken him back as Leclerc goes off the track into turn 1. So those two are fighting for, where is it? 12th place. I really do feel sorry for Leclerc. Strategy did not go right whatsoever for him. And he had more problems on the safety car as well. AJ's overtaking Regan for 9th place. They head down to the heavy braking zone into turn 11. Neat move from AJ. What about further behind? Leclerc on the back. He's just overtaken LH44. He's finally got ahead of LH44. Now he's going to be on the back track on speed. I expected Seb to get up there as well. And Pengi's got a 3-second time penalty for the corners, and look at that, he's closing the gap to his teammate. 1.9 seconds. He's got DRS at the back of Appy. We should get out of the way. I know he goes to car. He's dragging along B Rabbit with him too. So Pengi now needs to pull out a gap because he's got a 3-second time penalty. I don't know about B Rabbit, I didn't see it, but Seb, not a place to go side by side. I probably should back out of that one, and which he does. And Leclerc has overtaken, dragging on speed, and he's up into 11th place. Has he got enough pace to try and catch up to AJ and Regan, who are currently fighting for 9th place, as 9th place goes to AJ because Regan's got wide. Regan needs to be careful. Both struggling to do these corners. You know what, the more these two fight, the more opportunity that Leclerc gets to catch up to the back of them. Yeah, probably wise to stay behind him too, wait for the DRS, but we'll go on board with Seb because Seb has made his way up into 5th place. He's ahead of Stringby. Will Stringby fight back? No, he can't. Those old soft tyres are starting to wear out now. They're coming towards the end of their life, are the soft tyres. Expect the top two to struggle as well, as AJ has overtaken Regan again for 9th place. Expected that. Can Regan find a way back through on AJ? Meanwhile, it's allowing Leclerc to get closer and closer and closer. Not only that, it's bringing Dragon on Crack behind him and LH44 too. Look at that. Williams used team orders to allow Penguin to get past because his soft tyres are starting to wear out now. I can't see the graining, but now in the sun, can I see it? Well, look at that. The graining on the front left. Those soft tyres are going to wear out. Look at the graining he has. Look at the lines starting to appear on those front left tyres. They start to lose their colour a bit. Look at his tyres as well. And Penguin is starting to catch up, but he's dropped B Rabbit just a bit. B Rabbit has dropped out of 1 second range of DRS as well, but crucially. Further back, are these two still fighting? They're close to each other still. This is where they fought the last time. So look at his tyres. His tyres are 13 laps. Oh, he's got 3 laps to go. Look at his tyres graining on the left front. So is Will. He has his teammate right behind him on the medium tyres. Those two are going to start to struggle with tyre wear. His teammate's going to be starting to come under pressure because his teammate's right behind him. Bringing along B-Rabbit as well. And there's your loser sector 1 and... oh, he's gone now, so it doesn't matter. Only there for a split second. Well, team orders should be used. If these two fight, B-Rabbit will get closer and closer and possibly overtake them both. So, what's going to go on at Williams? Will let his Williams teammate go. Will the Williams let his teammate through? It's going to be an easy overtake for Penguin, and he's ahead of Will. Will he try and fight back? He can't really on those old soft tyres, and no he doesn't. Do you know what? 14 lap old softs, I didn't expect him to take him that long in the race. Usually my tyres would be dead by now, but Jesus, he's managed to take those tyres all the way to the end. Do you know what? A possible chance of a puncture for William and Fisher's. Don't know what setup they're running. Are they easy on the tyres or not? I don't know, but look at the grade under those tyres. Look at them. He needs to keep an eye on B-Rabbit behind him, but B-Rabbit, well, for Williams' sake, he's got a 3-second time penalty, has Penguino. And he's still in the 1 second DRS range as someone's actually crashed in turn. Oh, that's Stringby. Stringby has spun again. The Racing Point and the Renault are going to make their way through. Leclerc's coming as well. Leclerc is in the points again. Leclerc could gain more points from these two. So Stringby having a horrible race. I thought he had an amazing race, being up in 5th place, but he's dropping and still dropping to drag it at speed. And he's having another miserable race. Leclerc's overtaking one driver, and he's going to go down the inside of another one. And that's a lovely move from Leclerc. Will AJ try and fight back around the outside? Has he got the grip too? I don't think he has. No, he can't. Oh yes, he will. He'll try and fight back. We'll have the inside line. Will he take it though? He breaks early, so Leclerc don't do a switchback on him. And they're still side by side, but I wonder if the understeer will start to kick in. No, it doesn't. So AJ stays ahead. I didn't expect that from AJ, despite being on those slower tyres. So Leclerc's next chance is up into turn 1 or the next straight, as someone's actually... oh, Stringby again. So Stringby's race has gone good, bad to worse. AJ defended the inside line, making Leclerc go a long way around, but there's not enough space to try and go through there. Will needs to keep an eye on B-Rabbit behind him. He's got 2 more laps to defend from B-Rabbit behind. So a lot of pressure being applied to the Williams driver on those old soft tyres. Now try and babysit them instead of pushing as hard, because those tyres are coming to an end. Do you know what? I don't understand how he's managed to take those tyres 15 laps, as Knight has retired from the session. I don't know where he's crashed. I can't see on the minimap. I think he's retired in the pit lane. It's going to be an interesting finish to the end of the race. Will Will keep his podium, or will B-Rabbit take his podium? We know that Penguin has a 3-second time penalty, and Leclerc has overtaken AJ again. This time he's overtaken him, and AJ can't fight back for sure. Now AJ needs to keep an eye out for the Renault behind him, because both of them are on the same tyres and on the same age as well. Needs to let Leclerc go and just needs to focus on protecting the point from Regan. Last lap then. Oh, look at that. B-Rabbit's on the back of Will. Will drop a podium. Oh, I feel sorry for Will. He could do nothing under the safety car. He has to try and fight back. I don't think he has this. Yeah, I don't have the grip to. And B-Rabbit is ahead of Will. Do you know what? The soft runner, the medium runners are in an awkward situation, because the safety car came out on lap 10 and they were on the medium tyres. They had to pit, otherwise they'll drop further behind. But even worse for Will, Seb's behind him. Oh, this last part of the race has gone terrible for Will, and it's going to be an easy overtake for Seb. Oh, I feel sorry for him. He's going to be absolutely frustrated towards the end of the race. Nothing he could do about that one. I'm surprised he ain't got a punch yet. What about Fisher's? Look at that. Look at his tyres. Surprised he ain't got a puncher yet. I start struggling when it's lap 9. Well, when my tyres are 9 lap olds. These tyres are 16 lap olds. For a minute there I thought he had a puncher. But he's just going slowly into the corners. AJ's overtaken Leclerc again. It's a last lap fight, but I need to keep an eye out for Fisher's. AJ has the outside line. This is the I think Leclerc's struggling, but anyways, he's got the Renault right behind him. But Fisher's will cross the line to win the USA GP. Penguin in second place. B Rabbit will take third place. GFO Seb in fourth. Third, GFO Seb's got a podium. William in fifth place. Evil Hunter will come across the line in sixth. Original in seventh place. And what about these guys that are fighting? AJ. AJ will finish in 8th place to start I can't even speak. I can't even speak. Can't even get the words out. As Dragon on Speed finishes in 7th place. He picks up quite a few points despite being outside the top 10. And he started in last place, as did AJ as well. He picked up 1 point after those time penalties started kicking in. And String B, well, I don't know, the race was alive when he's up into 5th place, but unfortunately will finish in 13th place. Nathan, the last man to cross the line, in 14th, and that is the race done. What has been an end to the race and to the start of the race? Well, all of the race was fantastic. I expected GFO Leclerc to win this race, and I expected who was it now? Will to finish in 2nd place, but unfortunately the safety car ruined their strategy and there's nothing they can do about it. Coming out on an awkward time, it benefited the soft runners. They could switch on to the mediums, where the medium tyres they couldn't because they were on the hard. They had to go on the hards, which were a bit too slow. For Fishers, they made the strategy work. Mediums to softs. How on earth did he do that? Mediums to carried 16 laps on the soft tyres. That's impossible. Surely. Penguin in 2nd place ahead of GFO Seb, who started down in 14th place. Remember, he crashed out in Q2. B Rabbit in 14th ahead of William. Evil Hunter 6th. Dragonos Crack in 7th. Original 8th. Leclerc in 9th. AJ in 10th. LH44 in 12th. Regan in 12th. Regan in 12th. Nathan in 13th. Stringby in 14th. Appy in 15th. 9th and 16th. Devil's Nightmares. And there's your retirements. 17th downwards. 4 retirements in this race. And it is now over. Well done to Fishers. Absolutely amazing despite that 5-place grid penalty. I didn't expect him to win whatsoever. Looking like it, he was struggling to make his way through the pack at the start of the race. So I'm really happy for him as well. And that's it. No interviews because I started to lose my voice a bit. So I just want to go rest now. So that was a fantastic USA GP. Thank you all for tuning in. Nice to see you all. And we'll see you all whenever. Yep, that is it. So that's the race done. And see you all next week at 8 o'clock Saturday night.